Days is coming up next week. It's a campaign hoping to inspire more Coloradans to continue their education.
Yeah, and as lots of people know, applying to college can be really stressful, especially for teenagers. Our 9 News parenting expert, Dr. Sheryl Ziegler, is with us this morning with some tips to help them through it. Thanks for being here, Dr. Ziegler.
Thanks for having me. This is an exciting time of year for lots of seniors.
Yeah, exciting mixed with a little bit of stress, right? What are some of the common emotional challenges that students face when they're applying to schools?
Yeah, well, just like you said, I mean, I'm coming at it with excitement, but the truth is this is a really stressful time for many, many high school seniors. This is, who we're talking about. But I think some of the emotional challenges that get triggered are, am I good enough? Did I do good enough? Am I going to get in anywhere? Yeah. What if I don't? Will I disappoint my family? I should have done this. I could have done this. So there's a lot of worry and doubt and stress and a lot of pressure. So I think we all need to be sensitive, because even the way I come out, oh, this is exciting, it might not always feel that way inside right now.
Yeah, you got to put yourself back into the teen years, right? Like I remember feeling so stressed out during this period of time. So what can parents do to help out their teens?
Yeah, well, there's a funny thing in parenting and in psychology where you do kind of want to raise the bar high so that they're meeting you there, but you don't want it to be unrealistically high. So what that means, I think, for parents right now is there's all different kind of parents. There's parents who never went to college themselves. You might be a first generation, and they don't really know they don't know what it's like, and they don't know what to do. Then there's the parents who've been there who maybe say, because it was different for us, right? Yeah. Like, this is, just apply places, you're going to be doing great, and they feel misaligned, like you don't get it. And then I think there's the parents that say things are different, much more competitive now than in the past. And if I don't know something, I'm here to support you. I'm here to get answers. But yes, there are deadlines, real deadlines, like next week. Yeah. Free applications, but only for 3 days. Wow. Right? So there are real deadlines, and you have to hold them to that standard. There are SATs and ACTs coming up. Yes, you got to register, and you really do have to register because they can fill up these locations. And you got to show up and you got to study for it. So as parents, it's that middle line of, yes, the bar needs to be raised because there's real deadlines that no one's making exceptions for you. And then there's also the emotional piece of saying, not too much pressure, but yes, this is a time to get serious and focus. You're 17, you're 18 years old. Welcome to the first stages of sort of starting to grow up and getting ready to move on to your next stage.
Absolutely. I was an athlete in high school, and I was getting recruited by a few different schools, all for running. I was a D1 distance runner, and so you kind of mentally want that one school, but what if you don't get in, right? So how do we handle rejection if we don't get into that school we want? Because it can be really tough on your mental health.
Absolutely. Well, there's so much in what you just said, and congrats to you. That's amazing. But I think one of the things is you have to be realistic about your list. Yeah. Right? And so you can have your dream list. We can all dream. I'm all for dreaming. Dream it. But you've got to have, I always say, plan B, C, D, E, F. Right? Yeah. Especially with colleges. And so I think as a parent, you can support your kid in that. Great. I love that you want to go to that school. Let's dream that. And if that doesn't work, because let's look at the rejection rates, right? Of those, there might be 70% get rejected. There's amazing kids in that 71%. So let's just have plan B and C and be really positive and optimistic about it, because I do know people in those, their whole room is wherever, and then it's like they didn't get in. We don't want them to feel like failures. They've worked so hard for this moment. Any school they go to, they're gonna thrive.
What can students do to remove some of the stress as much as possible?
Yes. Well, some of the things they can do is time management is huge. So manage your time, set your schedule, work with your counselor at school. If you've got someone you're working with outside of school, work with them. And also manage your social life right now. Like, what I like to say to them is, we're in the home stretch right now of applying. So this is probably the time we're going to shut down some social stuff a little bit, not a lot. You want to stay in connection, but you don't need to be. You need to be having times even on weekends that, yes, you're still studying for school, but you're having someone review your applications. There's a great book called Write Yourself In, and this is a book that you can refer to. It helps you go, oh yeah, does my essay have everything it needs to be? Have somebody read your essay, have someone read your application. This is the time to be vulnerable. This isn't the time to say, no, I got it. This is the time to ask for help.
Good advice.
Such great advice. I know. And good luck to all the students out there, because I do remember this time. It can be really stressful.
Yes. It's a lot.
Really great pointer.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Ziegler, thank you.
You're welcome.